Imagine you're sitting in your office and a parent walks in, furious about something that happened in the classroom. Maybe their child didn't get the grade they wanted, or maybe they felt their child was unfairly disciplined. Whatever the reason, the parent is upset, and it's up to you to calm them down and find a resolution. Welcome to the Teacher RockStar podcast, the podcast that's dedicated to providing valuable insights, practical tips, and proven strategies to equip new teachers for success. I'm your host, Steve Hiles, educator, published author, and instructional coach. Join me in each episode as we offer a supportive platform for navigating the challenges of the teaching profession. In today's episode, we're going to be addressing dealing with angry parents. First conversation to have. I want you to join me as I take on the challenge of having my first conversation with angry parents and see how I handle it. Dealing with angry parents, I have to say, is a crucial skill for educators and caregivers. Now, whether you're a teacher, an administrator, or simply a caregiver, at some point you'll encounter a parent who's upset, frustrated, or even angry. And it's how you handle that situation that can make all the difference in the world. Imagine you're sitting in your office and a parent walks in, furious about something that happened in the classroom. Maybe their child didn't get the grade they wanted, or maybe they felt their child was unfairly disciplined. Whatever the reason, the parent is upset, and it's up to you to calm them down and find a resolution. Now, the scenario can be intimidating, especially if you are new to the profession. But the impact it can have on the child and the school environment is significant. If handled poorly, it can lead to ongoing conflict, damaged relationships, and even a toxic school environment. And that, of course, is not what you want. In extreme cases, it can even affect the child's academic performance and emotional well-being. Now, as educators, we have a responsibility to not only educate our kids, but also to ensure their emotional safety and well-being. And that means knowing how to handle difficult conversations with parents. The key here is to approach the situation with empathy, active listening, and a calm demeanor. When a parent is upset, they're often more focused on being heard than on being right. So giving them your undivided attention and acknowledging their concerns can go a long way in de-escalating the situation. It's also essential to remain calm and composed, even when faced with aggressive or confrontational behavior. I know that's challenging, especially if you're new to the profession, but it's crucial in setting the tone for a productive conversation. By staying calm, you can help to diffuse tension and create a safe space for the parent to express themselves. Drowning in the challenges of classroom management? Do student behaviors leave you feeling overwhelmed and drained at the end of each day? Picture this, a classroom where your students are not just present, but fully engaged, focused, and eager to learn. Say goodbye to classroom management stress and hello to success. The Teacher RockStar Academy course is meticulously designed to equip you with the tools and strategies needed to skyrocket your effectiveness as a teacher. Curious to know if the Teacher RockStar Academy course is the missing piece in your teaching journey? If you're ready to reclaim control of your classroom and witness the incredible impact on your students, then use the link in the podcast description to learn more about this program. And finally, it's essential to focus on finding a solution rather than placing the blame. Okay, and that's very critical here. This approach helps to shift the focus from who's at fault to how we can work together to find a solution. Okay, I remember a situation where a parent was furious about a grade their child had received. They felt it was unfair that the child had been unfairly targeted. I listened attentively to their concerns, acknowledged their frustration, and empathized with their situation. I then worked with them to identify the root cause of the issue and found a solution that worked for both the parent and the school. The key was to remain calm, focused on the solution, and empathetic towards their concerns. Another key technique I used was to ask open-ended questions to encourage the parent to share more information. Now, this helped me to better understand their perspective and find a solution that worked for everybody. By the end of the conversation, the parent had calmed down, and we found a solution that worked for both parties. The child's grade was adjusted, and the parent left feeling heard and understood. Now, in another situation, I had a parent who was upset about a classroom management issue. They felt their child was being unfairly targeted and that the teacher was not doing enough to support their child. Again, I listened attentively to their concerns, empathized with their situation, and worked with them to find a solution. We developed a plan to increase communication between the teacher and the parent left feeling heard and understood. When dealing with angry parents, it's essential to remember that they're often acting out of concern for their child. By acknowledging their concerns, remaining calm, and focusing on finding a solution, you can de escalate the situation and find a resolution that works for everybody. Effective communication is key to resolving conflicts with parents, and it's a skill that can be developed with practice and patience. I want to thank you for watching, and if you had to deal with angry parents in the past, I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comment below. Okay, share your stories. Let's learn from each other. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more tips on communication and conflict resolution. But before we go, are you ready to reclaim control of your classroom and witness the incredible impact on your students? Then learn more about how the Teacher RockStar Academy can be of help to you. Simply go to teacherclassroomresources.com/TRA. I'll put the link in the description so you can learn more about this program. Again, I want to thank you for listening to the Teacher RockStar podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hiles. We'll see you same time, same place next week. And remember, my friend, you got this.
You've been listening to the Teacher RockStar podcast with your host, Steve Hiles. We hope you've enjoyed this podcast as much as we have. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our ever-growing community of Teacher Rockstars. Until then, thanks for listening.